Testing. Okay. That seems to work. Okay, so yesterday I have to look at my list again. Yesterday I added transition fades between the game modes. So if I press new game, it fades in, which it didn't, which looked weird. And actually, I think that's the only fade. Not quite sure. Then I added weapon and armor durability, which I'll have to adjust today a bit, because it's not, it's pretty hidden, which is not good. But the main thing I did yesterday was, first of all, I added options to the main menu, so you can quickly adjust the volume and brightness. And the second thing is the controls. So I've changed the controls. They are not all on one screen. They're much tidier. And you can switch between gamepad and keyboard. For gamepad, nothing changed. Still the same controls. They are fixed, so they are not changeable, which I think is totally normal. But the keyboard. So I got a bit afraid that people will hate the button layout for the keyboard. But I mean, it's not that critical because you have the gamepad. But what I did, instead of making every key rebindable, which would have been too much effort and too scary to do, I added 4 different input configurations. And I gave them names. So bar is, you have your right hand on the arrow keys, and your left hand builds a bar with GF, DS, or in the right direction, that's SDFG. So a hand just lies there. Ideally, you're a touch typer. So you have your index finger on the little nub on the F key, and then move your index finger to the right to press G, but it rests on F. That's how it's intended. Then I have claw. I just named it that. It's a more open left hand. Same configuration on the right hand on the arrow keys. But your left hand is a bit more spread out. It's a bit more ergonomical. So it's AERG. But same principle. You have just 4 keys that mirror the gamepad keys. Then I have Goofy, which I'll need to adjust. That's not entirely correct right now, but what it will be in a couple of minutes is I call it goofy. You can't escape potting because the controls are on your left hand instead of your right hand. So WASD as usual. And then you have touch typing on the right hand. So this JKL semicolon are wrong. They need to move up one column to the left. So it's HJKL. Same idea. You have your index finger resting on the nub on the J key and move it over to the left to press H. Also touch typing. So you have touch typing with your right hand and WASD on your left. And then I have touch, which is... So yeah, WASD is for up, down, left, right, of course. And touch typing is how I play the game. And is more of a classic approach. So it's also touch typing. It's the same as bar with the left hand, but the right hand is not on your arrow keys, but on HJKL. So those of you who know VI will be familiar with this. And what this gives you is a super relaxed way of playing the game. So you just have your keys where they usually are when you're typing. And then they reach toward the center for the, in this case, left movement and the action key. So I think this is the best way to play the game. But of course you'll have to be familiar with HJKL arrow keys. But yeah, that's option number 4. Those are the 4 options. I might add more. Problem is nobody can really suggest me those because they are not changeable right now. Nobody. So you can try them out if you had ideas. But that's how it is. And it's a compromise between having a fixed input mapping and having everything changeable. So I think that's okay, at least for the beginning. And I'm a bit worried because I haven't... so the keyboard input code is ages old, and I haven't looked into localizations, so I'm not quite sure if this works on all language keyboards. Might not, but then I'll fix it if that comes up. So yeah, I've been so this took a while because, well, first of all, the layout of the screens is annoying, but I figured that out. I removed the tab key, first of all because it's awkward if you have all the other keys in the center, but then the tab key over there, and it's lonely because the escape key is not right directly next to it. But also would have been a pain to put it on the screen here. Just more complicated. So yeah, the escape key at the bottom is always fixed. And that was a problem yesterday, because if I change this, these keys now also control the menu. But I had to override everything with the arrow keys, so that you can always use the arrow keys in the menu, and you can always use escape and enter in the menu. So those are universal. only in the menu. If you enter the game with the goofy configuration, the arrow keys won't do anything unless you open the menu with escape. So that's how it is right now. And I think that's okay to go into early access with. Yeah. I also had to update the persistent settings with this new data. I put them in a struct. I made this struct statically asserted for its size, added padding, etc., etc., to have this work in the future without having to convert between old and new save files all the time. And then what else did I do? Yeah, that's actually it. That is it. And then let me look at. Okay, close this real quick. Okay, don't have the to-dos open, then I can open them here. Okay. To-do one. So yeah, today first of all, I removed the alpha builds from the website. So they are gone now. I don't plan to create new ones. And then I sure how I remembered, but I remembered the Ubuntu Pipewire debacle and added a launch bash script. So if you install the game on Linux, it comes with a launch bash script, and Steam doesn't actually open the game executable, but the launch script, and that launch script automatically sets the required parameters so that Pipewire doesn't crap itself, and they should just be ignored on other systems. So I launched the game with the same script on this system with Debian, and it worked just as well. And I tested it on Ubuntu, and that worked as well. So hopefully that's fixed. But this also gives me a place to tweak other parameters for Linux should it come up. So that's pretty cool. But of course, another thing to have on your mind. But yeah. So that's what I did. I removed the alpha builds, made the launch bash script. I ran the game. So I made a build, I uploaded it to Steam, and I ran it on Windows and on Ubuntu for a couple of minutes, just to see if there's a huge problem, but it ran totally fine. So I'm ready to create the release candidate today. And before I do that, I'll have to fix a couple of things. And some of them are game related, some of them are miscellaneous stuff. But yeah, that's the plan. I also just had the idea of creating a launch video for YouTube. That's not just a teaser, but actually a video about the game with me with me in voiceover. Because so I'm still thinking about where to post on release or even before, and I really only have roguelike /r/roguelikes because I don't want to post on indie games or indie gaming or indie game dev because they are all, well, not the target group, I think. So I might just do a video, which I can also then put on Steam to replace the teaser. So that might be a good idea. If it takes about half a day, then that should be possible. But I mean, yeah, as long as I release it on release day, that should be fine. Day after, also not bad. So yeah. So today, I'll fix a couple of small things in the game. For example, the goofy keys and the eggs are looking weird. Then I'll update the README files. I'll turn the license file into a legal file that just has the all the BSD type licenses in it. Then I'll fix the thing with the weapon durability. Then I go through my notebook and fix all the bugs. And I should actually write them out before I do that, so I have a better list to work with. And then after I fixed all the bugs, I'll do a pathing test. That shouldn't take long. Fix all the bugs in the world, and then I'll test a bit. I'll play the game a bit, and that's it. Then I will bundle up. I think it'll be version 0.2, and put it on the Steam default branch. I think. So I have a staging branch and the default branch. Default is what lands in your Steam library. Staging is just for me to do test the release in the Steam client before I set it live. But I'm kind of afraid that I'll forget moving the game into the default branch if I only test it on staging. So maybe I'll just set it on live. Yeah, so let's look at what's open. So there's, as you can see, most of it is cross off. So it's not that much. And let me close this. And then close this. So this is what I just told you about. This is the list for today. And then I have fixed all the bugs. That is... let's actually go through from the beginning. Save file is not compressed. Yeah, that won't happen. Audio clicks on Windows. I didn't hear any anymore. Okay, that's all done. Make B0 on Windows. Use memset. So Windows actually runs fine now. I didn't see any latency. So that's not latency in the game, but booting up. Okay, make that's just world stuff. Re-record the main theme. So the main theme that I had in the teaser is currently not in the game because I found it too aggressive. And I was meaning to put a low pass filter on it, but I mean, the next couple of days, if I don't overdo it with the creating clips or making the video, then I have enough time to work on another song at night, so that's okay. Add charms time tied to weapons. I have that. Add an XP bar, maybe later. Okay, these are all sounds. Yeah, monster sounds. I don't have monster sounds, which is a bit sad, but would have been too time intensive. But that will come. Well, there's actually maybe one thing that the game's lacking the most. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Because that's really not hard. I have a heard sound function. And all the sounds are already there. I'll just need to find them and note the sample positions. So I can easily add monster sounds without changing the game much. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Or tonight if I have time. Because this actually shouldn't take that long. Well, it depends. There are many monsters. So doing the sounds may actually take a lot of time. So these are all monster sounds. Make furniture movable. That might be a fun thing to do. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Let's put it in parentheses. Because I think right now it's hard-coded to boulder. So It might not be that easy. Add a timer for runs. That shouldn't be too hard. Add potions that... Okay, I have that. Remove monster strength buff. Dependent on turns elapsed. What? Okay, I have a couple of positions in the world that I need to check. Bushes in L1 at 8. And I have 3-1 at, come on, 3180 and 431. What? Three, 1, 8, 0. What did I mean by that? That's the coordinate. Okay, bad puzzle. 1319 438 L01. Weird cobalt. Not sure. I think I fixed some of these already. 317 444. And then bushes at 400 328. One minus. This just means I don't know exactly which layer they are, but they are not on the surface. Okay, that's it. Those are the things. And I, of course, wrote them somewhere else. Let's put that in here. So let's put all the gameplay stuff there. Okay. Make egg not be an O. So egg is 390. $390. Oh, it should be 391. Let's confirm that. Where's the egg? There. Yeah, looks like an egg. Okay, where's my list? Make Goofy use HJKL. So that for that I need options and input. So Goofy has HJKL and then HJKL. Does that make sense? I think so. Okay. I was looking at the book. Book is closed. Make the glowworm white. Check out next. I don't know. I don't remember what I called it. But it's an extra, maybe. Stripe. Striping particle? No, that's not it. Oh god. Well, should be. Oh, there it is. Let's actually check the Goofy. WASD. That works. Yeah. Okay. And then the particle. Where is that? Oh yeah. Great. Yep, that worked. Okay. I'll need to save that. Then bushes at somewhere. Hey, Fuzzlings. 3 days till the big day. Yeah. 3 days. I'm not sure if it's going to be a big day, but it's going to be a day. That's for sure. I need to teleport. 400 328. Oh yeah. Oh wait a minute, it has to be a big day. Don't say that. But who knows what will happen? Who knows? That was the one thing. I'm not saying you should expect another Minecraft success. That would be horrible, actually. That would be not good. What did I... Wait, no comment. What's the problem here? There's no problem. Why? Well, I could help you spend all the money, no worries. Yeah, just imagine all the attention you get. All the people that come out of their holes trying to get at your money. Sounds pretty horrible. I don't know what this was. I'll find it again. Or a player probably will. So, bad puzzle. I think I remember that. Yeah, great. Can't read anything. Yeah, that's kind of true. Money loves silence. Yeah, I mean, this is a super niche game, so don't have to worry that much. Oh, where's my... Oh, yeah. One 3 1 9. Oh. Didn't I just... No, that's new. Yeah, this was the bad puzzle. Oh god, now I have to think. Still bad. Does that work? So the problem is this is a stopper. With the, combined with this root behind it, it should prevent you from going that way. So I can't pull this. I can't remove the stone to get through. But then I need to be able to go this way. I can't do that either. So this needs to go. And then that should be possible. But the other way around should not. Okay. Still, money aside, releasing a game on Steam is a biggie, at least from my perspective. And I mean, game, not a poorly made AI slop. Games for me are really art, and I treat them that way. Thanks, it's very kind. Yeah, but I'm kind of, I mean, releasing on Steam is a major milestone for sure. But I am. I have a bit of FOMO because all of the internet tells you if you don't get above a threshold in terms of sales in the beginning, then you'll just wither away in the darkness. Something like that. And I'm just not subscribing to that. So, sure, it's a huge day. And I am prepared for putting out burning fires for players. But I don't put that much value on it. What's the right term? I'm not putting all my eggs in the early access release basket. If that makes sense. And there are many other things. I don't want to hype myself up and then be disappointed. So I'll try to stay realistic at all times. Yeah, there are plenty of those guidelines. I'm not sure if they are worth anything. Yeah. I'm not sure. It's all confusing. All the all opinions, all guides, all anecdotes are just, they don't add up for some reason. For example, what would be the reason to share with all the people this golden recipe for Steam success? I mean, if there was one, and I don't think so. I think it's with everything. If you have a good product and you're lucky, then that's all you need. But yeah, you need the good product and you need a ton of luck so that you reach the right people. Game dev gurus try to frame it that way though, huh? For sure, yeah. The snake oil salesman. They're pretty digital, yeah. Weird kobold. What? Up to date. That is 1317 444. Weird kobold. Don't see a weird kobold. Did I remove kobold already? right here. 1317 444. Yeah. Don't see a cobalt. That's weird. Don't see a weird cobalt. Fine. So 1400 3. Was it 328? Okay, that's layer 1. Did I fix that? Probably were bushes in the ground. Yeah, okay. Make furniture movable. Let's do the weapon duration first. So right now, in the item name, no. In the inventory, in the description of the item of the inventory. What? In the item description in the inventory. I say if the durability is less than a quarter, I'll prefix damaged to the description. But I won't do that. Instead, maybe I'll add the percentage. That's really lame, but also I have to make us an if statement here. If, what is that, gear? Weapon or gear. If item, oh god, kind of the item, the weapon, or actually let's make this easier. If the item durability is less than 100, then write it out, else don't. And this is item durability. Now the problem is currently item durability is 100. So that's perfectly, god, I can't do this. That's perfectly aligned with percentages. But I might change that, and then this thing in the inventory would show 200%. Which is of course bad. Okay, now I just need now I just need a weapon. These monsters coming out of the shadows is so funny to me. Still find it amazing that that just happened with the lighting solution I have. That effect. Shield. Shield should degrade. So now I need to get a hit. And not die. Is that where I came from? Yeah. How can the zombie miss 2 times? Again? Okay, I'm pretty lucky. Or my shield is too strong. Don't think so. Okay, Cobalt also missed. That's weird. And of course I pick up the defense. Defense charm. Oh, why don't I actually... there's an egg. Why don't I actually have these bone piles spawn skeletons sometimes? Okay, shield doesn't show damage. Let's try this spear. Nope. Was kind the wrong macro. Hey, just a viewer. Thanks. Much appreciated. Just had a bit of trouble deciding what to call you. Yeah, I'm packing up a release candidate today. Oh, improved spear. Heck yeah. For release on Wednesday. And I'm testing the weapon wear durability, but it doesn't seem to be working. I mean, I'm sure it's working, but it's not shown in the inventory. But I should just change that, so not a big deal. Yeah, let's see how that spear performs. The powered up spear. It's pretty awesome. Oh. But actually not that big of an advantage. It's very situational. Which is okay, so it's not overpowered. Hey Ethan, how's it going? Nice to see you. This might be the run, guys, but I have to switch to gamepad if I'll die. Doing fine. I added a new keyboard input yesterday. So the last VOD, 407 wish list, I think yeah. It is 443 just before stream. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'll go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Uh, 443 since yesterday, when it was 407. I say CTPS port, lol, yeah. Make it one more. Oh, thanks, just of you. That's very kind. That's very kind. 44. Oh, that's a nice number. How do you render all of that? It's just a 3D. I would say no, because it's no longer HTTPS port, but every wishlist counts. I think I'll have to unwishlist. Unwishlisting is not allowed. I'm sorry. That's not allowed. How do you render all of that? So it's the world is just, think of it as Minecraft, but the blocks are elongated and you look at it from the top down. And the so it's rectangular, not square. And the trees and all the other entities are just they're not blocks. I'm saving on the walls, and it's just sprite and then a black background on the floor. No take backseat, no. Sorry, no can do. And uh-oh. So I have the supercharged up spear. That might bring me far. Uh-oh. Or I'll get cocky and die. Or I had a key. Okay. I'm actually pretty stacked up. 1, 2, 2. Even got stairs rooms. Yeah. Also have dungeons. Or temples. But they're just like the rooms, but bigger. Nice. Oh, not nice. Oh no, I don't have medicine. Okay. Well, if I meet a mammoth, then I'm safe. No. But that's not the best charm. Uh-oh. I also don't have potions. And I'm at 2 health. And I'm poisoned. That's it. Are trees a thin vertical shape? And then a normal 2x2, 2x4 box shape. So the trees are, as you can see, they are just floating in the air. So the trees are just one quad on the top and then a black quad on the bottom to cover up the ground tile. Meaning the trunk is a 3D vertical rectangle and then 3D flat at the top. Yeah, but I don't I don't have the trunk. So they're actually just floating. I had trunks that I rendered with a GL line hack, but and they were just black lines. But NVIDIA doesn't allow a large enough line width for it to look good, so they were just little sticks. Actually thought they were trunks too. Yeah, they were some time ago, but I threw them out. And actually I don't need them, so. They were, I mean, they gave you a bit of, they made where the trees are a bit easier to read. But yeah, if they look stupid, then that's better. I've been bamboozled. No, they actually were trunks a couple of versions ago, but not the trees are lies, yeah, but not the, so it's not a box shape with black walls, no, and it's never been there. Only the terrain is like that. The terrain has black walls. Yeah, I'm playing too much. I should work. Yes. That's what I was testing. Weapon duration. Yeah, it's weird why that doesn't show up. If it's less than... Let's test the other way. Oh, that's nice. $190. So it was at 200. Okay, I'm just stupid. So first of all, let's put this in parentheses. And then item duration should be divided by durability. Oh god, times 100. Maybe I'll break this down. Less than durability. Can't believe I've never noticed, even on V18 I've been playing for the last 2-ish days. Oh, thanks, that's nice to hear. Are trees always a fixed height above the height of the floor? Were they on a upper platform or lower? I've answered my own question. Yeah, so trees are just entities that have a height, like a normal tree would, but they don't vary. Every tree has the same height. I had it a while ago. There were 2 heights, but it's actually let me try this out. After I fix the durability, because I had it before. I removed it because I had multiple types of trees, but I reduced it down to 1. And even then, I didn't know if the different tree heights were a good idea, because it's much noisier and harder to read. But I can try it out in a second. Wow, that's a pretty healthy sword. I want this to be an int, please. And the math should be fine. 97. 93. That's perfect. Makes status fix durability display in inventory. Oh, you've gone from BSD to GNU Make? Yeah, like a week ago or 2. But it actually wasn't that hard. It was mostly curly braces versus round braces. And yeah, I didn't need to change any of the actual logic. And now I can type make instead of bmake, so that's nice. But that's actually all that's changed. Okay, trees. Object. New entity. I can say, okay, if it's a tree, then with some chance increase the height. And that maybe works. Not sure how what the renderer accesses the renderer reads. If it's the entity size or the object size, where are the trees? Oh yeah, works. So if I start a new game, and land in a spot where there are absolutely no trees. Okay, so it works. And I'm not sure why I made it 1 and 3. Let's make it vary with every other tree. I talked about it in the intro, but I added input schemes for the keyboard. I think I like the tree change. So I'll leave that in. I mean, it has absolutely no gameplay implications, but it makes the world look better. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I added keyboard layouts, keyboard input layouts, because I didn't want to create rebindable keys this shortly before release. But what I did is, you now have 4 different input options. So gamepad is fixed, just as before. But for the keyboard you have, that's not the default. Default is this. So it, sorry to say, it changed a bit. You'll have to relearn a bit, but not too much. So bar is right hand on the arrow keys, left hand where touch typing is. Then you have claw, that's more open with your left hand, right hand still on arrow keys. Then I have goofy, which is like on the skateboard. Directional input is now with the left hand instead of the right. Touch typing on the right hand. And then I have the touch input, which is both hands in the touch typing positions. So those are the options. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I like the trees. Let's keep them in. What did I do? Make weapon duration better. Didn't I just check that in here? Check in, make trees, vary in height. So then make furniture movable. I should probably do that. Push. So if it's a boulder, and boulder is just a prop. I mean, what would it be? It would be the table and it would be the bed. So I could just add them here. Or I could even easier. So I have squishable, then I can also pushable. High object index, and then yeah, let's do this first. Case table, case bed, case folder. It's on. Maybe that works. It should probably work. Let's add table, bed. They should actually be brown. Don't like their color. I think that's it. Looks good to me. Check out ext table sand color. Let's hope I find an interior with stuff in it. Else I'll just jump to one. Okay, know where we are. Is there? Yeah, there are. There's a hut coming. Okay, that's actually cool. Moving furniture around. That's pretty relatable. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good change. Okay. Make furniture pushable. Good. Timer for runs. Do I need that? Should I add that? Maybe not. Because there's no speed running this game. There's too much randomness. And besides, speedrunners have their own clock. So I probably won't add it. What would be more interesting is some kind of a score. There can always be speed running. Yeah, sure. That's true. I had a quick look-see on the Reddit post. 95 comments now. All positive. I mean, half of them are mine. But yeah. But yeah. Yeah, people are super nice. So I've been debating where to post on Wednesday, or if I should post beforehand even. So I'm definitely going to post on /r/roguelikes, but I'm not sure when. If I only post on release day or if I post tomorrow. I have no idea. And then I have no idea where else to post. I haven't found a good place. Release day, that's probably the best. Because people can check out the game immediately. Freshen people's minds and they'll be more eager to purchase. Probably, yeah. Too early, people can become forgetful. Yes. Yes. That's all true. And I need somewhere to post on release day. And I only have /r/roguelikes. I've been thinking about making a video for YouTube with me in voiceover to explain the game in more detail, because I think some people need more info because the game's kind of cryptic. So that might happen also on release day, but I wouldn't know where to post that one. That would just maybe on Steam and on YouTube, not sure. And yeah, but I'll need to replace the teaser. That's not good enough. A teaser on Steam. So yeah, but I should actually have a video that explains the game, the basics. So no timer. Timer is for the future. So fix all the bugs. I did that. Make a landing screen, swap locations. I can try. Okay, it's actually just one location. So the problem is it needs to so this vignette around the center is extremely constricted. So I need to find a location in the world that works with this. Maybe a hut. Oh, I think I know a location. If I can find it. Hold on to your bitrate. No, that's not it. There it is. In, please. Okay. That is 1485 274 2. Wish I could test this more easily, but I can't. One, 485 274 2. Why is that so dark? Maybe a gate. Maybe underground. But that's also not that interesting. Maybe this place. One, 2, 6, 9, 4, 8. And one last one. Maybe a temple? Maybe the temple from the Steam picture. Where was that? This one. One, 2, 2, 2. 1, 0. Alright, let's put them in. That's also pretty cool. Yeah, this looks awesome. That's pretty cool. Then 494, 3, 4, 8. So the constricted vignette works like magic. Okay, that's it's night, so this doesn't work as well. Let's try moving it. Nope. Opposite direction. Well, also not that great. That's pretty good. Yeah, that works. But not with night. I mean, it still works. Kind of works. It's fine. Okay. 269. 4, 4, 8. No. That one doesn't work. Maybe if I go down. Maybe not that far. No. Okay, that one's out. 222. 410. That's too hard to read. Let's go up a bit. No. But there is this temple. Well, that's also not good. Maybe here. Let's try this. 184 45 2. One 84 52. Okay, that's at night, but it kind of works. But this thing at the bottom is not ideal. Let's move this up. Okay, that's better. But also not nearly as good as the others. I think I need more elevation. Okay, let's try one last time, but actually I'm not in a hurry. At all, actually. So I have this bridge, which is pretty awesome. So I can showcase that. 3, 5, 6. Maybe up. That's not necessarily better. Well, that doesn't show that much. But it's also not bad. Doesn't look good enough. I need another location. I mean, I could always go back to the boat, but not sure. But I need elevation. Visible elevation changes. Maybe down here. But this is also a cool location. I like this location a lot. So let's try this one. 1, 4, 2, 4, 7, 5. Hey Diego. We were back. My dog has decided to lay in the massive mound of mud from the renovations in the garden. Need to show him. Alright. That's funny. Hey Diego, everything's going fine. I'm working on the main menu. Just adding one. Just adding the back in the changing background and choosing which ones to add. Okay, this should be a 1. I mean, it's a bit empty, but how could I spice that location up? I mean, it looks pretty awesome. Let's leave it like that. So you're at the final touches stage? Yeah. There's not much left to do except testing and writing posts on Reddit, or one post on Reddit, and creating a new video for Twitch, maybe 2 actually, and not Twitch, Steam and YouTube. So yeah, today I'll stop adding features and only test for the next 2 days and record footage. Looks nice, thanks. I think that location looks awesome, even though there's nothing there. Reminds me of Ireland. Yeah, let's make the the background locations be random. Okay, I have 4 or 5. I have 5. New LIP. Five. returns random land position location. So I'll just, yeah, I'll make it stupidly simple. I'll just return random. And that's 0 to 4. Well, let's actually make it 1 to 5. Because why not? And by default, I'll return this. Oh, just notice 444 wish list? Yeah. Just an average viewer, bro. Wishlisted. So it's 144 now. It's pretty awesome. And I think I'm not sure how it works with, yeah, that's a good sign. People like it. But I mean, they haven't played it yet, so there's that, of course. And I'm not sure how it works on Steam with these sales, but I might just on release day and the days after, I'll just change this to sales. Unless I find out that that's a bad idea, but don't think so. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh, that actually works. If it rolls a 5, then it's default. If something, well, it only can roll these numbers. So there's no default. Turning I3, oh. Non-void function. Dude, I just told you it's... Okay. Default. Unused function. That makes sense. Probably not the best idea. Not all wish lists convert to sales and vice versa. Not the best idea to show the sales in the number here. Because, yeah, sure, they don't convert. That's normal. Unless Steam decides that everyone who wishlisted has to buy the game now. That there's a change in the rules. Wishlisting means binding purchase. Don't think so. Yeah, but that's no reason to not have the sales in the upper right corner. I mean, if it has, I had the wish list up there when they were, what were they? I think 3 or so. So why not have the sales up there as well? Would be funny, so it's just a pre-order, yeah. That would be funny. I think people would not be happy. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm testing. Oh, this looks so cool. But at night, it's not that great at night. It's kind of, it's getting kind of lost. Wait, is it always night? No. Actually not sure where this landing screen gets its time from. So maybe I'll always set it to always set it to day. No, that's okay. So yeah, I like this. Oh, also Diego, if you haven't seen, I added, sorry Ward watchers, I'm talking about it the third time today, but I added control schemes yesterday. So you have four different control schemes for keyboard. So yeah, hopefully people find one they're happy with. Okay, I really like this aesthetic. This looks like a magazine cover. Kind of. Only thing that's missing is the 99 cents up here. Okay. Let's look at the code. I think I can check this in. Add more ding screen locations. Perfect. I was worried about my laptop with its messed up arrow keys. Alright, great. Now you can use HJKL and WASD as well. So that's perfect. Make wasn't the best experience. Yeah, I can relate. I have, well, actually on the so I have this Lenovo keyboard, which is actually pretty good keys, but every single MacBook I have, keys are absolutely terrible. I mean, I had a MacBook in 2006 that had pretty good arrow keys, but all the ones after that are just horrible. Just basically unusable. But yeah, the Lenovo arrow keys are pretty mushy, so you're also prone to double or mistype with those. But yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, I did check that in. So let's look at the task lists. Make the landing screen swap locations. Okay, update README and the license. So so these controls are gone. They are now explained in the game. Windows, Linux, audio. glibc, oh god, what was it? 2.36, pretty sure. Can relate, I have a 2-in-1, which is the smallest, with the smallest up and down keys you've ever seen. Oh god. Oh yeah, it's the left and right equal size and then up and down half size in the center, because that's how it is on the MacBooks that I had, the newer ones. And if I say multiple, then that's over 10 years. I had two. Yeah, those are horrible. Let's just leave this in. What did I say? Remove controls and the Ubuntu comment. Oh, that's okay. If you can counter. The game is, hey Ethan, the game is distributed with a to create a baseline trans audio system, but can be extended to improve compatibility in other areas. Okay. It wasn't that bad, all in his pause in his face. Yeah, it's having the hose on its face. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. But yeah, my parents have a dachshund. Hey, Andre. And yeah, you should see him getting showered with shampoo. Not amused in the slightest. To have all the stink washed off of him that he collected so dutifully. Okay, the game is distributed with a launch script that is used to create a baseline. Latency is to set baseline. The but might be extended. So I don't want users to edit this because it'll get nuked when the game's updated. He's a cockapoo and loves a hose in the garden. Tries to buy the water and stuff, but hates being wet. Yeah, they're not very consistent with their views on water. Most of them come pre-installed. Game does not start. Consider installing within packages. The game requires graphics drivers to be might not run poorly on open source Mesa drivers. Should this be the case? Please install proprietary was provided. Okay. Yeah, the dependencies have not changed. But is that correct? libc so no idea. Good enough. It should work. It works in Ubuntu, and that's a nightmarish distribution. Check in. Well, actually, remove controls, add on. Okay. Then update the license. So I don't need this. Well, I probably need this. Do I need this? I think Valve covers me. Express or implied warranties are disclaimed. I mean, I can't write that. That would be crazy. Okay. Good. Check in. Remove license from license. And then move license legal. Make legal That should be it. Okay. Do a pathing test. All right. Okay, I mean, at night this looks like nothing, so that's not that great. Anyways, path test. Test okay. Well, that was fast. That was fast. Okay, upload RC1 to Steam. Release candidate log. I mean, I still have time. What is the most... What's the most important? That I could do. Make spider blood do damage. Make ghouls leave a trail of damage ooze. That sounds fun. Add elapsed time to the final screen. Create pockets of no monsters. Cancel the older website. Or make tiles produce different step sounds. I could do that as well. Clean up world tiles. Shuffle the... Oh, add options to main menu. I have that actually. Make save games portable. Yeah, they are not portable right now. So you can't start on your PC and then continue on your Steam Deck. That's because I don't integrate the Steam API. So maybe... So yeah, right now you'll have to die on your desktop and then start a new game on your Steam Deck. And I really hate linking to another library, but I might do that in the future. Because right now there's also no achievements. There's nothing of the sort that has to do with Steam. So my game doesn't talk to Steam at all. Clean up the world tiles. I could do that. Maybe place all supply spawns. Nope. Fish and bird particles, but that would be pretty hard. I mean, birds, actually, no. Birds would be pretty easy. Add bird particles. That could be pretty awesome, actually. Okay, I have that. So there's a So there are many ticked boxes here. Oh shit. I removed the readme file from the server, but Steam links to that. Make FTP. What? Okay, that works. I hope. Yup. Well, that's not really a manual. Maybe I should write a manual. That would actually not be... would actually be a good idea. But do other games have manuals? Not sure. So where are the to-dos? So I don't need this. Don't need this. Add underworld particle critter. Something like that. So that's what I could do today. But I don't think a manual is a good idea because that would slow me down even more when adding new stuff. Yeah, so it's maybe better if I make a video explaining the basics. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do any of these. Or if I'll just... Yeah, not sure. Yeah. I'll figure it out. But this is basically the state of the game. How it will be released to the world that didn't know that I had the alpha uploaded for half a year. But yeah, that's how it'll look. So yeah, I'll go offline. I'll be back tonight, just playing the game. Maybe I'll put in 1 or 2 more features, one of those that I listed, but probably not. I'll just be playing the game and yeah, looking for bugs. But actually, I'm not at all stressed. When it comes to the technical side of things, because I just haven't found a bad bug in forever. I think the game's in a good state to be for early release. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what I could do, what else I could do until Wednesday to make it better without endangering something. Okay, is that random? They showed me this this location here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'll do it on launch day. Actually, not sure when I release the game on launch day. I was thinking 12 p.m. my time at noon, but that's maybe bad for everywhere else. No idea. And maybe I'll go live 2 times. Once during release and then a couple of hours later. No idea. I'll figure it out. But I'll be live. I'll be live, that's for sure. All right. Okay, guys, maybe until tonight, else I'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow will be just playing the game. The whole time. On Windows, sadly. But yeah. That's how it is. Take care, Ethan. Blow dry your dog or something, if it's cold where you live. The poor doggy. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Nah, it's hot outside. You'll try quickly. Oh, all right. That's nice. OBS. No, not launching. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you tonight or tomorrow. All right. Bye.